Good evening, everyone. I am Pooja Yadav. First of all, I would like to thank the Career Dreams Education team for giving me this opportunity to present my topic on brief of managing talent. So let's begin with the introduction part. Talent means aptitude, skills, or the ability to perform a particular work or job. According to Lexicon of Management, talent refers to identification, allocation, utilization, and retention of a set of skills or abilities of the employees in the interest of the organization. So, talent management is an integral part of the human resource management. Talent management can be defined as a deliberate approach implemented to recruit or hire, develop, and retain people with required aptitude or skills to meet the present and future goals or needs of the organization. So sometimes the organization might be meeting immediate needs, however, might not allocate time to strategically predicting what the people needs will be in the future. So ultimately, talent management consultants exist so that organization can more effectively address their goals and business needs in order to improve business performance in the long run. And a talent management plan will enable the business strategy through their people. This presentation will mainly focus on the human capital of the organization, which act as a fuel for driving a positive future. Next is talent pipeline. It is a ready pool of potential candidates who are qualified and prepared to set up and fill relevant key roles within the organization as soon as they fall vacant. So, talent pool can be from internal employees or external sources such as career web pages, online job portals, etc. Next, the strategies are first identified that will grow and sustain company, and it will critically important to identify the positions that will create value in the company. Therefore, the positions are selected before the selection of people in fact. Next is talent pipeline process. As you can see all the steps, it always starts from HR strategy. As I have said in the previous slide, which means right person at right time at right place. Next is to recruit people from either internal teams, departments, or external recruitment outsourcing, like for from other firms, agencies, etc. So there is a new way which is being used by the recruiters, which is known as gamification. Uh, Recently, Uber had used its app to let people know the day-to-day work of drivers in the road of San Francisco, and then the winners were approached with a job offer. So this is a kind of new way to recruit people. Next comes selection. It is done with the help of ability and IQ test, and apart from this, the the HR need to also do behavioral interviewing in order to know deeply the ability of candidates. Onboarding, if done properly, employees can be retained and engaged from day one. Next are development and performance evaluation feedback, that I will be discussing it in the upcoming slides in detail. Next is performance management. It is continuous process of identifying, measuring, and developing performance of individuals and teams while aligning performance with the strategic goals of the organization. So here are three main steps that needs to be done for the performance management. First is goals and objectives have to be linked to the strategy and vision of the organization. Second steps fall, that is measuring people's performance and behaviors against those objectives. Not only just performance but also behaviors in order to do in-depth analysis of actual performance. Next, these quantitative scores or ratings are fed into the performance appraisal forms. Rating that HR managers can use evaluate individuals independently, which is known as absolute rating, or using comparative rating system where every employee is evaluated by comparing his or her to peers. Next comes 360-degree feedback. It is a systematic feedback on performance, behavior, skills collected from different types of stakeholders who interact at workplace. Feedback from customers, peers, direct reports, managers, etc. is used to analyze the overall appraisal of employees. Here, companies are nowadays using 360 for developmental than for appraisal purpose so that overall development can be achieved. Next comes the emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to monitor one's own and other people's emotions. If we look at the faces of the members in this given picture on the screen, the woman close to the center looks happy about something. Maybe she had discovered something that the rest of the team has yet to realize. And one looking from over her shoulder is being egoistic, and other kind of look bit frustrated and does need guidance. So for an HR, emotional intelligence is crucial so that they can coach and counsel team members accordingly. Next is A3E2 model. In order to develop successful staff, A3E2 factors need to be measured. First is ability and capability, which basically involve people's education and real talents to perform tasks. Next comes agility learning, which includes the virtue of integrating new skills and knowledge and is necessary to face the challenges at work and overcome them. Third is aspiration, which means talented people's motivating to reach professional goals. Employees with aspirations love their work and execute it with the pleasure. Next is emotional intelligence. Uh, Emotional intelligence understanding is about the body language, as I have explained in the previous slide. And last but not the least, engagement, that is employee commitment to company's mission. It brings greater level of work and good task performance. Coming up to the conclusion, in nutshell, the true talent management is making sure the right person in the right position at the um, right time with right skills and ability, as well as emotional intelligence and aspiration and engagement. The strategies that works today may not work tomorrow, so those who are flexible and have the data to retain their talent. So from here, key things that an HR needs to learn are depicted in the given picture. 2 ears and one mouth, which means talk less and listen more to your candidates during interview. Other picture shows that onboarding even starts before the day one only. And most important thing is the communication. It is the key to everything. So thank you everyone.